Sappi is a major player in the commercial forestry industry in South Africa, and with over 250,000 hectares of planted timber, it plays a significant role in the country's economy. And the corporate is as serious about social investment as it is about growing trees. Project Grow was started in 1983 and is a tree farming scheme that gives subsistence farmers the opportunity to participate in the forestry industry. Today, more than 5,000 growers farm over 22,000 hectares of eucalypt plantations. The project was initiated in KwaZulu-Natal but has since expanded to the Eastern Cape in the area surrounding Bizana and Lusikisiki. With assistance from Sappi, individuals with access to land can apply for a water use license and farm their own small-scale plantation. Sappi provides the growers with seedlings and a loan to cover the initial costs, as well as expert advice throughout the life cycle of the plantation. And once harvested, they are guaranteed a market for their timber. The relationship between Sappi and the communities who grow the timber is important, and constant dialogue to solve the numerous challenges faced has always been a priority.
There's a tendency to talk down to communities. I felt that there is an opportunity by joining Project Grow to develop a different conversation with communities where we listen and hear and act on what we have heard to improve what is happening.
Northern KZN is one of the areas benefiting from Project Grow. From the outset, Sappi stood firm that this was not to be a charity project, but rather a mutually beneficial relationship between the giant corporation and some of the poorest communities in our deep rural areas.
I do think we'll now have to sit down, see how you actually make that work economically, and that everyone actually benefits from this. You don't want a charity scheme, you want something where people say, this works, it's sustainable, and we can build on this.
Besides the financial rewards for the growers themselves, more than 100 supporting SMMEs have been established, providing an additional 2,000 indirect jobs for these desperate communities.
It helps us in terms of growing our economy. It helps us in terms of taking the kids to schools and all that. We have actually done a lot of things on the basis that Sappi is in place around here.
Empowering people is what Sappi's Project Grow is all about, giving people a chance to become foresters and entrepreneurs in their own right.
Most of the people here, they're unemployed, and when Sappi came to this area, we see such a big changes to the lives of the people.
Ms. Ntuli and Mr. Mpanza joined Project Grow in 1992 when they converted part of their land from sugarcane to forestry. They have both benefited in many ways.
Mpanza talked about the only child who is now working in Stenga as an HR practitioner, who from primary school until to university when was paid for through the education from the money from the timber.
Nduna Mpangela has been with the project since the very beginning.
He has sent his own children to school, and he's sending his children's children to school, and they are now in university.
But of course, a project like this will have some challenges. Fire, pests and disease, and the scarcity of available land and water are but some of the obstacles the growers are faced with. But here too, Sappi provides support and guidance where possible.
Sappi is investing in time with people like myself and the foresters and the whole team that do that extension work to ensure that the fiber is there, the quality is maintained, and it grows properly and stuff like that.
Over the past 30 years, Project Grow has changed many lives and brought forestry into the heart of rural South Africa. And for Blessing, the road ahead looks even brighter.
Communities that have entered forestry through this model, black communities did not used to participate, now they're participating. There is a model that we can use. It has room for improvement like anything else, but it's working.
In this country, less than 1% of the surface area is actually covered by forestry. Trees, a renewable resource, very valuable resource nowadays, just because of the different uses and the actual chemicals that you can extract from a tree, the elements you can extract. So, our opinion as Sappi is that's the basis of our organization, our productivity and our profitability. So the faster and the bit more we can grow this, the better for us. And I think then the added benefit, this is a way where you can actually involve local communities and get them to share in the benefit. So, my vision is, can we take that 1% of forestry in South Africa to 1.5%, 2%? That will be, I think, a great win for all of us.